So you might recognise this. You're calm and responding gently to your child's needs, and then they may push you just a little bit further and you feel yourself getting a bit more wound up, and then before you know it, something just snaps within you and you start yelling or getting super, super frustrated. And all of a sudden, all that calm, gentle parenting is right out the window, and you find yourself in a fight or flight response, and rage and anger is all of a sudden doing the parenting. In an ideal world, we meet our child's needs and big explosions with calm and empathy. However, it's often easier said than done. So when our child is raging or tantruming, it can trigger our own fight or flight mechanism, especially if we grew up in an environment there was yelling or violence. It can tap us into our own nervous system that can still feel those danger signals going off, and there can be a need to stop those feelings really quickly. And that is why we often move into yelling or wanting to punish our children when they get upset. We're often in our own state of panic. So what can we do around that? As an adult, it is really important to try and keep yourself calm. So the first thing when you feel that happening is to take a breath, or maybe even take 3 breaths. Try and calm yourself, breathing in and out through your nose. And if you need more breaths, take 10. Becoming conscious of your breath stops you slide down that slippery slope towards losing it and lets you choose how to respond. If you're feeling really triggered, leave the room and go and wash your hands or step outside for a second, just to remind yourself that there isn't actually an emergency. It's just your nervous system feeling triggered. Next, choose love and connection. The hardest part of calming down is actually choosing to calm down. When we're in the grip of anger, we want to lash out, not calm down. But make a conscious choice to let the anger go and know that your goal in this situation is to help your child and choose to connect. Then, look behind the behaviour. If you do feel reactive when your child has a tantrum or a meltdown, try to remember that is your child saying, "I'm having a hard time." They're not behaving that way just to annoy you. They're actually asking for help. So when we can find a thought to interrupt that anxiety panic loop, it can begin to reassure your worried mind. Now, if you did explode or yell when you have calmed down, make sure that you actually repair with your child. Apologise, look your child in the eye, open your heart. "I'm sorry I raised my voice. I was really frustrated." You then might want to say what you wished you could have happened. "I was worried you were going to wake your sister with all that noise." Repairing with your child teaches them about apologising and forgiveness, and that we actually all make mistakes. And if getting angry is a regular occurrence, I highly recommend talking to a listening partner or a professional to work through the feelings that are being triggered within you. When we have the opportunity to be heard and express our own frustrations and hurts, it allows us to have more patience and calm with your kids. So the more you can feel heard as an adult, the more you can actually model that for your children.